Twitch chat. I wish I could say I was surprised. And yet here we are again. Hey, 2Jack, Blazar. T-Rolls, MPZ. Cardos, hello. Yes, Rab. Hey, Error. What do you mean I suck at weekends? What is more weekend-like than playing some video games with your friends? Alien Cheese, Abyssal Chaos. Regions show how many undiscovered bombs remain. Numbers state how many bombs are in neighboring cells. Regions can be used by rules. A rule. The region type. The number of cells in the region. The action to take. Rule says a region with 3 bombs and 3 cells must be all bombs. Once you click OK, the rule will be applied automatically. Double click on a region. Enter the number of cells. Enter the action to perform. Click OK. Double click. Click clear. If there is a region with 0 bombs in it, and the region is 1 cell in size, we should clear it. Boom. What about if it has 2 cells? We should also clear that. Boom. If the region has 2 bombs in it and is 2 cells, we could put the bombs in it. If it has 1 bomb in it and is 1 cell, we could put a bomb in it. Alright. If it has 4, we could put a bomb in it. Go. Go, my rules. Yes. Yes. Solve the Minesweeper for me. This is wonderful. Look at it go. I don't even have to do anything. Oh, I unlocked the speed slider. He said, oh, hey, Mad Neat. This is the same thing as before. Boom. Boom. I don't remember what this is. Number of cells can be set to don't care. Multiple up to 4 regions can be added to the rule constructor. We double click this one, we double click this one. We say we don't care how many cells are shared between them. What we know is that this must not be a bomb. Because there have to be 4 bombs in here, which means there has to be 1 bomb there. Or there has to be 1 bomb here, which means there has to be 5 bombs here, which means there has to be 1 bomb here, because there can only be 1 bomb here, you see. You see, are we all following? 1 bomb here plus 4 bombs there makes for 5 bombs, and we can only have 1 bomb there, so that must be the solution. If there's 1 bomb here, though, then this region only has 1, so these cells must be clear. Boom. If there are 4 cells with 0 bombs, they are also clear. We can use the question mark. Exactly 6, 2 or more, 5 or fewer, any number except 4, either 4 or 6, either 3, 5 or 7, odd numbers. 1 plus 2 stars, odd numbers. Rules can be used to create new regions. Okay. I'm sorry, 17-inch corkscrew. Soon. Soon, I promise to you. If there has to be 1 bomb in this region, and there has to be 1 bomb in this region, then obviously there can't be a bomb in that region, creating a new region of 0 bombs. I prefer using 0, like making a new region of 0, to using the clear button. I don't really know why. I don't know, but I do. Similar here. If there are 2 bombs here, but there's only 1 cell there, then there must be 1 or more. We could say there are 1 or more bombs in here, no matter its size, and no matter what that is. This could be our rule. And then once we know that there is 1 or more bomb here, we know that there must be 0 bombs over there. Perfect. There must be, this is actually the same rule we just constructed, except the numbers have changed a little bit. Which means, by the way, we've created a pattern here. So we could also do 3 and 4 is the same rule, 4 and 5 is the same rule, 5 and 6 is the same rule. Cool. If we know that there is one... Wait, didn't we just do this or something? I don't know what's going on. What's going on? There's only one bomb here, which means that there have to be 2 bombs there. Don't care how large that region is, we just care... Do we even care about that? I don't think we do. I already have this rule. I feel like I already have this rule somehow. Solve levels to unlock level sets and features. Numbers show unsolved levels. Double click to test all levels. Bigger grids, more complex grid shapes. Blazar, thanks for the 80 months. So you're going by JORBS now, nerd. Haha, what's up, JORBS? It's D from high school. Remember me? Me and chat used to give you a hard time in Trackmania. I don't think they had Trackmania when I was in high school. I don't know, maybe they did. Alright. What do we say about this? If we know there's 1 bomb there, and this is a region with 2 bombs, then there has to also be 1 bomb over there. That's a thing that we could say. Surely I've already made this rule. Well, that solved a lot of stuff. Didn't I already make this? I think I already made this. Can we say 0 and 1 as well? I've already made that version of it. Okay. This is a fun one. This is a fun puzzle right here. Also, Blazar, thanks for 80 months. Holy shit. I think that's the first 80-month sub to the channel, at least that I've seen. This is a sweet puzzle because I can solve this an easy way or a hard way. The easy way to solve it would be to say that this can't be a bomb. If this were a bomb, then this and this could both not be bombs, and there would only be 2 cells left in this 3-bomb region, which were able to be bombs. That would break it. So this can't be a bomb. That's the easy way to solve it. However, we don't need to use 3 regions here. What we could instead do is say there's a relationship between these 2 cells and these 2 cells that forms another group of cells. If there's a bomb here, there will be 0 bombs over here. If there is no bomb here, though, there has to be 1 bomb here and 1 bomb here, meaning 2. So there are either 0 or 2 bombs in these cells. We don't care about the size of those things or these things, actually. Now that I know... Oh, it's funny that that showed up. Whatever. Now that I know that there are either 0 or 2 bombs in this region, and I know that this 3 means that there's 1 or more bomb here, you can say if there's 1 or more bomb in a region with 0 or 2 bombs, obviously the region's going to have 2 bombs. That is straightforward. Now I know that this is a region with 2 bombs. Now what do I do? I think we can say that there has to be 1 or more bomb over here. Because there can only be 1 bomb here. But there could be 0. There could be a bomb there still. As far as our rules, which only care about 2 grids work. Okay, we solved it. Congratulations, everyone. Where's all the span? Thanks for the 6 months. What is all this now? We are playing some BOMBE. We are solving Minesweeper. Using rules. Now we get clues that tell us different things. This clue says there are 0 or fewer bombs in this cell. Well, we can just say that that means there are 0. That's pretty straightforward. It says there are 2 or more bombs in a region with 2 bombs. That just means there are only 2 bombs. Let's make more of these rules, because I imagine that they will come in handy. Do I know the song Bomba by 666? I do not. I know the song La Bamba. There's 1 or more bomb here and there's 1 or fewer bombs here, then there can't be any bombs in there. That seems pretty straightforward. This is similar to logic we've had without 3+, just with 3. We can say that this region has to be 2+, and it doesn't matter the size of any of these regions. There can just only ever be 1 bomb here. So it has to be 2 or more. La Bomba? La Bomba with an A? You mean La Bomba with an A? If there can only be 1 bomb in this region at most, and there have to be 2 or more here, then this has to be a bomb. Could I say that this is 1+ and we don't care about the region size? I guess I could. Well, there can only be 1 bomb in here, and there have to be 3 or more bombs out here. And that's... Oh, isn't this just the same? Like, we've already done this. We could do 1 and 2, we've already done that. 2 and 3, 3 and 4 we just did. 4 and 5, 5 and 6. Alright, cool. What's all this then? Huh? If I know that there has to be 1 or more bombs in here, then I could say that there's 1 or less bombs in there. Because this region can only have 2, and this has to have 1 or more. So 1 or less in there. And then there's a rule I can make. I want to make a rule using 3 zones. I can say that if I put a bomb here, it will take away this cell and this cell from this 2+ region, and there'll only be a 1+. Well, there'll only be 1 cell left for 2 more bombs, so that can't be a bomb. I don't believe this cares about anything except for that. I also feel like we could make a billion more of these rules if we wanted. Actually, we can do so much of this because the logic's the same if this is 1 instead of 1 or less. And if this is 1 or more, also could that maybe 1 or less? And then 2 or less? Maybe, and 3 or less. Okay. And then I never did if this is 1 or less. We can also say things about this being 1. This game's awesome, by the way. One of my favorite games. They are both -1, all the same rules apply as well. For the normals, and for the or graders. All right. Awesome. What am I looking at? We know there has to be a bomb in here. Okay. We know there has to be a bomb in here. There can't be more than 1 bomb here, so there has to be a bomb there. Just something we can express that way. And we can express that for different values of numbers again. If there has to be 1 bomb here and there's 1 or less bombs there, then this obviously can't be a bomb. Healing Kiji, this is called BOMBE. We are solving Minesweeper levels. If there can only be 1 bomb in here, then this has to be a bomb. Say 1 or more? 1 or more. Cool. Gotcha. This is telling me I can make a new region. I've already actually done that. Oh. I think I solved the thing that I was meant to solve using that with a rule I'd already made. All right. Next levels. If a region can have 1 or 2 bombs in it, but there's only 1 cell in it, then obviously it has to have 1 bomb in it. Seems straightforward. Similarly, if it can have 2 or 3 bombs in it, but there are only 2 cells, then obviously it has to have 2 bombs. We can do this a couple more times for bigger regions. All right. A cell can have 1 or 4 bombs in it, but it's only 1. Actually, if it's 3 or fewer, then it will have to have 1. 2 or 4, but 3 or less will have to have 2. 0 or 2, but 1 or less will have to have 0. 1 or 3, 2 or less will have to have 1. 0 or 3, but 2 or less will have to have 0. If the region has 1 bomb in it and this region has 0 or 1 bombs in it, then the rest of it must have 0 bombs. Also, it must as a whole be a 1 region. That doesn't care. If this has 1 or 2 bombs in it and this is 0 or 1, then this has to have 1, and the rest of these will be 0s. We can say both of those things. I think we'll say this one, and then the rule we just made will solve the other thing. 2 or 5, if this is 4 or less, then that has to be 2. So this is taking 1 bomb away from this effectively. So this has to be 1 or 2 down here. What's the best way to say that? In this time, the size of that region actually matters. Why? Why does the size of this region matter this time? Oh, because it could be a bomb there. In which case, this would be 2 or 3 still, I guess. Wait, what? Why does the size of this region matter? Wait, I actually don't understand. Oh, because if this region were like 3 bombs, then it could just be 3 still. So then it would be a 1, 2, or 3. So this would work. Is that a good rule to make? I mean, it works. If it can be 1, 2, or 3 and there's only 1 cell, it has to be 1. If it's 1 or 2 and there's only 1 bomb in the region, obviously it's going to be 1. 3 or 5 and 4 fewer cells is going to be 3. 3 or 6 and 5 or fewer cells is going to be 3. 0 or 3 when there has to be 1 or more bombs in it is obviously going to be 3. This is getting messy. Uh-oh. I can see though... Okay, I see why it's messy. I can see though that if there's a bomb out here, then there wouldn't be able to be a bomb here, which wouldn't work. Thatch roofed cottage. Ooh, it is getting messy. Again... Actually, I can't unlock stuff yet. Okay. Alright, if this is 4 or fewer cells and it has to be 2, that probably solves the thing. Wait. Oh, I already have that rule. Oh god. Things are getting hard now. Things are starting to be a bit of a puzzle. If this is 0 or 1, then this has to be a bomb. I can say this is 1 plus no matter the size of the regions. Alright, if there can only be 1 bomb here, then if there were 1 bomb here, there could be 2 bombs here fulfilling the thing, but if there's a bomb here, there can't be any bombs there, which means there could only be 2 here for a region that's 3 or 4. I think one thing that we could say here is we could say that this region is basically a 3 plus region. Like one of the things it is a 3 plus region. And this thing is a 1 or less region, which solves using rules that we already set for the plus and minus regions. What happens if you make an incorrect rule? The game doesn't let you make an incorrect rule. It tells you, no, don't do it. Don't make the incorrect rule. This one looks like a bit of a mess. Serbia Boy thanks for 34 months. I appreciate it. Okay. What is happening? I can't like see which regions matter. Too much crap on the screen. What even has to have a bomb on it? There's nothing that requires lots of bombs. It's just singular bombs in places. If I had a bomb there, that would kill this region. I see it now. This bomb would kill that cell, and with this it would kill that cell, and then we couldn't have any bombs in here. Survey Boy, thanks for the $20 donation to support the dream program. This is how your brain works all the time. Wonderful. I have unlocked squares. You can do squares now. I've also unlocked these ones. That's exciting. All right, let's continue through these though first. What's going on with this one? Actually, you want to have some fun? Let's have some fun. If I double click this, it will apply the rules that I've made to everything as much as it can. We're kind of popping off. Low-key. Low-key. Our rules may have been pretty good, Twitch chat. I want to say good job. I want to say good job to you all. I mean, that's some serotonin right there, yeah? Woo-wee. Hey, Captain Red. Go, 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 go. As it gets further down, the grids get larger. Look at all these hexes. So many of them. Oh my god, there's so many of them. We almost have another interface element unlocked. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? I don't know. I don't know. We'll find out soon. Glen Tennis. Rules can be used to change visibility of regions. So we can hide regions or trash regions that we have created. Wonderful. Oh, it's so slow. Oh, it's such a grind. Is that max speed? We need to unlock more power. How will we do such a thing? Why did they not have a faster speed? Oh, there is one. We just didn't unlock it yet. We have to suffer. We were born to suffer. What is that, Warhammer 40k? Probably. Machiavelli? I don't know. Isiba! You're watching me solve Minesweeper levels. I'm one of the fastest Minesweeper players in the world. I'll slow it down for you a little bit. This is what's happening. I'm gonna speed it up again now. I have made 100 rules. Oh, we can see how much have been used. Look at that. This one has been used 15,000 times. Wait, this is the same one and it's been used. Oh, they're different region sizes, huh? Because I made these before I had question mark. A short game summary. I make rules which say things about Minesweeper logic. The game has 200 times 30, 6,000 times 5. The game has 30,000 Minesweeper levels, and my rules are attempting to solve them. We are in the hexagon levels exclusively at the moment, and as we get further down in the grid on the left, the level sizes get larger, and as we go further to the right, we get more and more unique rules added. So we haven't made any rules for these levels yet, so they probably will not solve. That's fine. There is no expectation that they would. Alright, so we've unlocked the ability to make things hidden and to trash things. Let us continue. If a region has 3 and this other region has 3, then that has to be 0. There's a truth here, which we can make generalized. Okay. What is this actually saying? We know there are only 3 bombs total in all of the cells, and there are 2 regions of 2. So 2 regions of 2 with 1 overlap. Well, we could say 2 regions of 2 with 1 overlap could be solved with 4 bombs or 3 bombs. Those are the 2 options, right? Either there's a bomb here, and then there's 1 bomb here and 1 bomb here, so that's 3 total. Or there is no bomb here, in which case there are 2 bombs here and here. So we can say then that this is a region in total with 3 or 4 bombs. It doesn't matter the size of the region. Oh, it does matter the size of the region. It matters that there's 1 cell of overlap to make that true. And once we know that this is a region of 3 or 4 bombs, we can see that this is a region with 3 or more bombs, and this is a region with 3 bombs, so that has to be an empty cell, or any size thing there has to be empty cells. Generalize this real quick. Might come up again. What's all this nonsense? I think generally if I have 3 or 4 and I'm making this rule that it's 3+, we could like hide that so I don't have to look at it all the time. That's fine. If there are 3 or 4 bombs, but we know there are 4 bombs, well, isn't it just 4 bombs then? Like, why do we need this? That seems unnecessary. Alright, we know that there are 4 bombs in this region, and we have 2 bombs here and 2 bombs here. Oh, this is the same thing, actually. Hold on. Wait a second. 3 or 4, 4. Oh. So what we know, this is like the inverse of the previous puzzle. We know that this one can't be a bomb this time. In fact, no matter its size, it couldn't be a bomb. That doesn't matter. I think this one does matter, but these don't matter either. Okay, next level plays. We don't need to know that a cell has one or fewer bombs if it's only one cell. That's kind of self-evident. So we know that there are 2 bombs in this region, which means that there are 2 or fewer bombs in this region. Doesn't matter. Oh, wait. Why does this matter? Hold on. Oh, I see. Yeah. I see. So what's the rule that I'm actually making then? Because what I thought was true isn't actually true. I don't know, it should be right. Oh. We know that there can only be 2 bombs in this region, so there have to be 2 bombs in there to get us up to 4. Is basically what we're saying. But I guess the size of this region does matter? Because if it was a region of 3, then there could be 3 bombs here and only 1 bomb there. Oh, so we can say this is 2 or more, no matter the region size. That's what we want to say. And then this doesn't matter either at that point. I can work out how to solve this one, I think. This looks familiar. So we made this 3 or 4 region earlier when we solved this puzzle with 2s overlapping. And we can now use it in combination with this 5 region. The 5 region tells us that this must be 4 or more, no matter what it is. If there's 1 here, then there have to be 4 or more there. If there's at max 1 here, then there have to be 4 or more there. And once we know this is 4 or more, we can see that... Fuck. I mean, I can see that this is true, but... If we have a region that's 4 or more and there's 2 bombs there, then this must be 2 or more. That's what we can say. Alright, that solves it. If something is 6 or more and 6 cells, then it, well, is just a region of 6. If something is 3 bombs or 3 or fewer bombs, that's 3 or fewer bombs than that. We can generalize this. I actually thought we already had generalized this. Apparently I haven't. 3 or more bombs, 3 or fewer bombs. This has to be no bombs. That is just the exact same thing we just wrote, except with 4 or more. Wait, that solved the puzzle that loaded next. That's awesome. They're very, like, intentionally chosen puzzles, I feel. Because you will regularly solve the next puzzle with a generalization of the rule that you just solved the previous puzzle with. Did I restart? I did. I did restart. I thought it would be most fun to restart for stream. Given that there can only be 1 bomb there, there's only 3 bombs total here. We could say this was a region of 3 or fewer, I guess, regardless of that. Is that going to break everything? I don't know. I hope not. This generalizes. If that's 1, then this is 2 or fewer. Wait, what? Is it just 2? No, it's 2 or fewer. I don't know if that's a good rule to make. Anyway, if this is 3 or less, that's 1 or 4, then obviously it's going to be 1. If this is 1 or less and that's 0 or 2, then obviously this has to be 0. If this is 2 or 3, if this is 1 or fewer, then this has to be 2 total and this one has to be a bomb. If this is 2 or fewer and that's 2 or 3, then this has to be 2. If this is 1 or 2, and that's 1, and that's 1, then obviously it's 2 and that one isn't 1. None of those matter. If this is 3 and that's 3 or 6, then obviously it's gonna be 3. Wait, what? Oh. Wait, what's happening? Oh, I see what I'm actually doing. If this is 0 or 3 and that's 3, then this one's going to be 3 and that one's not going to be a bomb. As long as it's 2 or fewer. Because if it were 3 or more, then this could be 3 and that could be 0. But if it's 2 or fewer, then there has to be at least 1 bomb here, which means that has to be 3. Which means there are 3 here, so there are none there. This can't be 3 because this is only letting 1 more bomb exist, so that adds up to 2 only. Oh, this is 1 or less, I think. So many permutations of the same-ish rules. Any way to generalize? Oh, just you wait. You don't even know what's going to happen. Look at all these locked interface elements. Patience, lest you be overwhelmed. If this is 5 or 6 and 6, then... oh, we can just solve it with that, I guess. Wait, what? Why does that not work? Oh, alright. That's 1, and this is 2 or fewer. Well, if this is 2 or fewer and that's 1 or 3, then this has to be 1. This is 2 and that's 2 or 4, same thing. As long as this is 3 or fewer. Doesn't matter. That's gonna be 2. Wait, let's say that that's 0. 7 or 10? Oh my gosh. It's really punishing me for trying to solve these levels before I have more unlocks. It's kind of rude. YouTube JORBS already has all the rules unlocked? What the fuck? What the fuck, YouTube JORBS? If this is 3 and that's 5 or 6, then we can say that this... well, there are only... wait, there are only 5 cells in it. Okay. This is the same thing? Yeah. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. That's 0. What happens in my BOMBE explained video? I don't like it very much. This is like BOMBE explained. That one's 0. 1 or 2 plus 1 plus 1 adds up to 4 only. So this can't be. And say this, 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 no matter what that is, you're gonna be 4 or less. Doesn't matter the size of that, or any of these, I don't think. And once we know that this is 4 or less, then we know that that has to be 2. I don't need to know that one cell can have 0 or 1 bombs in it. I don't need to know that a region of 3 cells can have 4 or fewer bombs in it. If there's a bomb here, though, we can see that this would no longer be able to have a bomb in it. This is very similar to a rule I made before. We could generalize that if we wanted. All right. I'm down to see how far this goes at this point. I think it might go pretty far. We've unlocked the ability to paint on the puzzles. Excellent. If we need to think about our logic a little bit. Just like MS Paint, yeah. A cute anime girl when? A fine question. We're not doing quite as well in the squares as we do in the hexagons. That's because... Aren't squares easier than hexagons? Shouldn't they be easier than hexagons, not harder? I don't know. Did I restart? I did. I restarted for the stream. This is honor mode BOMBE. No reloads. You mean no? That's what I just said. Isn't it? Oh, are you saying this is the hexagons? I've moved on to the squares. Is that what you're asking? Squares have 8 neighbors, while hexes only have 6. Ah, that's the problem. That makes sense. How strange that squares only have 4 sides, but have more neighbors than hexagons, even though hexagons have 6 sides. Then triangles have even more neighbors, even though triangles only have 3 sides. How does that even make any sense? I don't think it does. I don't think it does. Hey, Plum Bob. I have never felt anxiety on behalf of BOMBE. BOMBE brings me serene joy and relaxation. This means that the next most difficult shape will only have 2 sides, and then the most difficult will have 1 side. Does this mean circles have no neighbors? I don't know. And triangles have 6 neighbors. I suppose it depends how they are arranged. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? I think 12 is the most I could give a triangle. Is it checking rules I established? And is exactly what's happening, yeah. Will it get to 100? No. And I haven't made rules for these. Wow, a lot of them are solving anyway. Let's move on. Let's move on. I've unlocked X. Well, that's very powerful. Shall we move on? Or shall we... I can make rules using a variable, you see. Let's see how many of these will solve. Oh, not that many. We're struggling with the triangles. Oh dear. We didn't even unlock the 4th rank. Okay. Our next unlock's still 1,000 away. It looks like our triangle foray has been ill-fated. That's fine. Let's take a look at these ones. All right, so here we're learning about 1 plus 2x. That means that a cell is odd. If a cell is odd and it only has one cell, it must be one cell. We could also say if this was 2 or less, it would be 1. Does that make sense? I don't know. Hope so. If a cell is even number of bombs and there's only one of them, then it can't be a bomb. It has to be 0. If a cell isn't 0 and there's one cell, then it must be 1. We could also say it has to be 1 or more. We could say perhaps if a cell isn't... No, we can't say that. It should. Yeah. Oh well, next time. What's happening here? I could maybe hide this region once I see that. And now that we have X, we can say we can hide. If we know our region's X, and it could be X or something else, we can hide that. What we can say now. We know that this isn't 1, and since there's only one cell there, well, here we go. We can say if this isn't X, and there are X cells, sorry, if this is an X plus 1, and there are X plus 1 cells, then we know that it has to be X or less, which in this case makes it 0. If this, okay, this is the same rule that we made last time, but for a bigger number. So what we can say here is if we have X plus 2 star, and we have X plus 1 or less, then this must be X. If we have 2, 3, or 4 in a region of 2, so if we have X, a region of X, X1 plus 2, sorry, X or X plus 1 or X plus 2, it has to be X. 0, 2, or 4, this in this must be X, etc. These are generally the rules we're going to be making here. If something has to be 1 or more and it can't be 1, then it must be 2 or more. If something can't be X but has to be X or more, then it has to be X or X plus 1 or more. If something can be... If something has to be X plus 1 or less, and it is X or X plus 2 or X plus 4, then it has to be X, no matter the size of the region. If something can't be 1 in a region that is 1, then it has to be... Something can't be X in a region that is X, then it has to be less than X. You're so fast, you take ages on these. Oh, I've done it before. This is a region which is X plus 1, so we know then that this has to be X or X plus 1. I guess I'd already made a rule that governed that. Cool. Here. What's going on here? Let's just hide that for a second. This is similar to rules that I've made before. I could say perhaps that this region, if you have any size thing that's X or X plus 1, then we could also say that it was X plus 1 or less. I thought that would solve it. I guess not. This is the same sort of logic that we've had before, right? Wait, what? Does it not work? Oh, shit. No, it should work. There's only 3 here. Oh. Oh, I see. Wait, am I just wrong about this relationship? Huh? How can that be a bomb? If this is a bomb, And there... Oh, because 5 or less. Oh, what I really need to say is that this is 4 or more. That is what is actually useful here. So, x plus... Alright, that just instantly solved it. I don't think we need to know the region 0 or more ever. That seems not useful. If something isn't 1 and it's 2 or less, I guess we could say that that means it's 0 or 2, although I don't know how useful that observation is. I don't think it's solving the puzzle. If something's 0 or 2 though, and there has to be 1 in it, then we can say it's 2. And that, I imagine, will solve the puzzle. How do we say this? If something is x plus 1, and this could be x or x plus 2, then it has to be x plus 2. Alright, we solved that one. Challenge run, play each Minesweeper level manually. How? Like reset all the rules at the start of each level? How would you even do that? Because your rules will auto-solve the next one if they can solve the next one just immediately. You have to make a rule, otherwise you can't click on a cell. Like, you can't manually hit the cells, you have to make a rule. Turn the speed way down. I guess that would work. Turn the speed way down and delete all of your rules at the start of the next level. Alright, we're closing in on this. Copy each puzzle out onto paper and solve by hand. That's particularly enjoyable because puzzles have to update in Minesweeper. So like you'd click on one square and then you'd need to find out what the next clue was. But you'd have a piece of paper. What's the top left funnel? Filter. I'll be honest, I don't know what that means. I have some ideas of what it could mean. This is the fastest it can go? Oh no. Oh no. There's so much more stuff to unlock. Auto-solve, maximum regens. I don't think we want to fuck with anything that's making more than like 600 regens right now. I don't think anything was anyway. How many pages would a choose your own adventure Minesweeper be? Oh god. What's going on in the bottom left? Those are puzzles. The further down we get, the more complex they, or the larger the board gets, rather. And the further to the right we get, the more unique rules are added. Ooh, apparently we can solve these. These don't add another rule, I guess. They just add a different way of laying out the board. Alright. Okay. We're closing in. What causes there to be remaining puzzles instead of stars? I didn't have rules that could solve the puzzle. We've got this. We got this one 100%. Oh no. Oh, I don't think we do actually. It's okay. We have squares as well. I think squares will go faster. Maybe the rules I made could solve the puzzle charging ferret. Ferret? they're just being applied wrong by the game. Maybe it's not my fault, maybe it's the game's fault. Shaka Malaga. Alright, this is where I thought would get the stuff. Because we have decent rules for these, and they are small boards, and we hadn't done them yet at all. 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 0. Alright, stop. We've unlocked robots. We can choose how many robots we want to deploy. And if we click on them, they worked. They did every level that quickly. So yeah, eventually it does get quicker. I need 382 more solves. How do I get 382 more solves? I think we'll get there. It shouldn't take too long. If this is x plus 3 and that is x or x plus 3, then obviously this is going to be x plus 3. What's that? Paused. Huh? I don't know what that means. What was that noise? What just happened? I don't know what just happened. If this is 1 or 3, but there's a thing of 1 in there, then it can't be working. So if this is x and this is x or x plus 2, then it has to be x because there can only be one more. This can't be 1 because we need 2 more for this 4 region. We could say that instead this way. This has to be 2 or more. Can I say that using a variable? I could say if this is x or more, then this would be x plus 2. That would do it. It would also work for it to be x plus 2 or more. And then here we have, if this is 2 or more, then obviously it's going to be 4, not 1. Which we can say with, this is x plus 1 or more, and this is x or x plus 3, then it has to be x plus 3. Oh god. Oh god, take it away. I'm not fucking with that. You can finally make a rule that generalizes this. If this is x plus 2 or less, and that's x or x plus 3, then this must be x. We'll never have to solve one of those manually again. If there can only be 1 in this region and there are 2 or 4 in there, then obviously... Sorry, how am I doing this? We can say that no matter what's happening, this has to be a region of 1 or less. And we could also say, perhaps if this is x or x plus 1, then this one has to be x plus 1 or less, always. Once we see that this is 1 or less, and that's 2 or 4. I don't really understand why this hasn't already solved. I thought my rules would handle this by now. But once we see that this is 1 or less, I feel like my robot's like just not that smart. Why don't you know this already, robot? Have I taught you nothing? If this is 1 or less and this is x, and this is x plus 1 or x plus 3, then it has to be x plus 1. How about that? That's a way we could say it. Oh god, take it away. Alright, we're not going to do that one. So I don't understand how this game gets played. I'm about to reset. When I reset, I will tell everyone everything. How close am I? 269 away. This has to be 3. We can say if this is x and that's x plus 1 plus 2x, but that's only 1, then this must be x plus 1 overall. It tells you when the robots are working how many times your rule gets applied. How cool is that? I don't want to fuck with that. Leave me alone. If this is 2 plus a multiple of 2, but it can only be 0 or 2, then obviously it's going to be 2. So we can say if this is x plus 2, sorry, if this is x plus 2 star, no, if this is x plus 2 star, and this is x or that, then that. That would work. And if this is 2 and that's 0 or 2, then this has to be 2. Thank God, another 43 cleared cells for me. If this is 1 plus a multiple of 2, and that's 3 plus a multiple of 2, then because there's only one cell not combining them, we end up having to have 3. And that is dependent. Oh, we could say it's 3 plus 2 if we don't care about that, maybe? No. Why doesn't that work? This is 1 plus a multiple of 2. Wait, why doesn't that work? Shouldn't that work? If this is 1 plus a multiple of 2, then this ends up having to be 2 plus a multiple. Oh, we're just saying the same thing. That's why it won't let me make the rule. That's it. Okay. Okay. I understand now. How does this generalize? Well, it generalizes like that. That's one way it generalizes. Okay. If this is a multiple of 2 and there are 3 squares, then it ends up being 0 or 2. Whoa, that got used 371 times. I did not think that rule would be useful. I thought that rule was absolute garbage. Well, I have unlocked Y. I can now make rules using 2 variables. That's psi? No, it's Y. It's just a fancy looking Y. Yeah, I think I'm gonna reset to get rid of all of my garbage rules. Alright, so we can reset rules and reset levels. And we can now make our rules. We haven't lost our meta progression, see? We can now make our rules like good instead of bad. So we can start using variables right from the start. X means bomb. We can also say if it's X or more, bomb it. Okay, here. If we have... I think the way to write this rule is if this is Y and this is X, and that's X plus Y, it means that that can't be a bomb. That's what's happening here. This is 4, this is 1, and that's 5. 4 plus 1 is 5. And because of that, the cells outside of this region, of that region, can't be bombs. So that rule got applied. That cleared 2,700 cells for me, just immediately. Isn't this the same rule? Oh, is there a reason this isn't working that that's 0? Wait, what's going on? Oh, yes, because we already don't have a rule. Sure. So what can we say about this that's useful using variables? We can say that these have to be bombs. Maybe we could say that this has to be 2 or more. In this case, wait, why would that even be true? It's just 2. Okay. Now we're getting to the part where it's actually a little bit tricky for me. Like I haven't done this a billion times already. We're getting into hard mode. I'm trying to work out what I want this rule to actually say. What I want to say is if there's a region within this region that can only have a certain amount of cells, a certain amount of bombs, then that means that outside the region has to have more bombs. So yeah, it doesn't matter the size. Well, this is different from the rule that I just made, isn't it? If this is x and this is y. No. If this is x and this is x plus y, then that has to be y. There, that actually is a new rule. Okay. That got applied 4,000 times. Instantly. Boom. This is the best game ever made. I just instantly received so much serotonin that I not only deleted Twitter from my phone because it no longer delivered anything to my brain, but Twitter as a platform got bought by a billionaire and destroyed, so nobody else uses it either. That's how much serotonin I just got. I went back in time and my serotonin destroyed Twitter. I've only got 5 rules right now. I've got 5 rules and they have cleared 250,000 cells. We have become powerful. How do I want to do this? Because we could just make this rule now. We have 2 variables. So we can say we don't care about any of this crap. We can say if that's x and that's x plus 1, this can't be a bomb. I think we can also say we have no degrees of freedom here. So I think we could also say if that's y plus 1, then that has to be y. No? Does it have to be y? Or yes, okay. We could say this. I imagine that that rule is going to get applied a bit. It seems reasonable to make a 3 region rule for that. It cleared 0 bombs, but that's because it's making regions which are 0 or less, and I haven't actually taught my thing that a region of 0 or less gets cleared yet. Can I also, I can duplicate this. I can say the same thing for that. That did not show up as much. That's because I don't even have those unlocked yet. What else? I think I could say the same thing for y plus 1 or less. And this could apply when we have x plus 1. Okay. Now we are going to sweep whenever we have 0 or less. Or we're just going to make it a 0. How about that? That cleared 22,000 cells. Well done. Paso Calavero. Thanks for the 35 months. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Alright, now what do I do? I do these or these? Let's do these. I remember this one. So if we have x or more and x or less, then the result intersection has to be X. Pretty simple. And then if we have X and X or less, then the stuff outside the intersection has to be 0. Here we're observing that that plus that equals 3 plus X and Y equals X plus Y or more, which means that this region has to be full of bombs. If we have X or more and X, then that can't be any bombs. Here we are observing that X or less plus Y equals X plus Y or more, which means that this region has to be Y. Very similar to the rule I just made, except this time we had X or less. Okay. Here. What are we doing here? I think I'd like to make my rule... Did I ever actually make... I don't remember. But because there can only be... Okay, so 1 plus... 1 plus... Ah, fuck. Y or less equals that? This did not work. Hold on, let's think about this again. Why don't I first remove the 1 or less single cell? Very well. I can do that for you. I don't care that a cell... I don't care that a region of X cells says that it can be X or less. Should I trash it or hide it? I think I'm just going to hide that, because maybe my rules might care about that sometimes. Okay. Get rid of that. So I want to use these to say something about that, which I know is going to be -1, or 1 or less, rather. But why? Obviously, the size of this doesn't matter. The size of the intersection doesn't matter. The reason that this is happening is that that's X and that's X plus 1. Can I use Y in here somehow? I could say if this is Y plus 1, then this has to be Y or less. That seems like a fully functioning rule using both variables to me. Ah, it solved it. Okay, cool. It didn't clear many cells, that one, but it got used a lot of times. So probably we just need some supporting logic that will then clear the cells after we've applied that. Here, we can note that X or less plus Y is equaling this, and as such, that region has to be empty. What's this? Oh, interesting. Is there a way to do this without using 3 regions? Yes. We can observe that if x plus less is here and this is y, and that's x plus y, we don't care about that size. This has to be bombs. All right. We're through all of those. Let's do some more stuff. Here. If a region is x cells and can be x or x plus 1, then it has to be x. I'm going to make a lot of rules like this now, and I don't know if there's a faster way to do this than just making a lot of rules. We can say the same thing for this if this is x plus 1 or less. We can say the same thing for this if this is x plus 2 or less. I mean, this is like removing 10,000 bombs, so probably worth making these rules. That's x or x plus 1 or x plus 2. If this is x, then it's x. If it's x plus 1, then it is x or x plus 1. If this is x or x plus 2 or x plus 4, then if this is x plus 1 or less, it's going to be x. If it's x plus 3 or less, it's going to be x or x plus 2. And if this is x or x plus... If this is x plus an even amount, and this is x plus 1 or less, then this has to be x. We can do this in reverse now. We can say if this is x or x plus 1 and this is... Wait, can I? I can't say it in reverse. I can use another region to say it? We can say... We can add a region that's x plus 1. And if there's no external cells, we can say that this has to be x plus 1. Like that. Yeah? Okay. Oh. Shit. I can do the same like this. Can I not? Oh, I see. I can't. All right, so that covers the upper bounds of these, though. We can do that. We can do x plus 1 or more. Hey, Revenant. Here. If it's x plus 1 or more, then this has to be x plus 3. These rules are getting used a whole lot less, but I think they're still good to make. It's x plus 2 or more, it's x plus 3. If it's x plus 3 or more, it's x plus 3. If it's x plus 3, it's x plus 3. If it's x plus 2, it's x plus 3. If it's x plus 1, x plus 3. Okay, how about these? If this is x plus 1, then this is x plus 1 or x plus 2. If it's x plus 2, then this is x plus 2. If it's x plus 1 or more, then this is x plus 1 or x plus 2. If it's x plus 2 or more, then it's x plus 2. And then these ones. If this is x plus 1, then this will be x plus 2 or 4. If this is x plus 1 or more, it will be x plus 2 or 4. If this is x plus 2, same thing. X plus 2 or more, same thing. X plus 3 or more goes to x plus 4. X plus 4 or more as well. X plus 4 and X plus 3. These rules are starting to like almost never be applied. But I think a lot of that's because I didn't unlock the puzzles that will use them yet. I don't really know. I don't. Who could say? More rules. Alright. We know that this has to be X plus 1. Which solves all that shit. Gosh, do I have to make a bunch of these now? I don't have to. Should I? Probably. You can say the same thing about this, the same thing about this. Actually, can we say that if this is 2 or less? 1 or less? Sorry. 1 or less? No? Why not? How could this ever be X plus 4? Oh, I think I understand. Okay. Yeah, Ahmed. Yeah, Merc. Alright. I got bored of making those. It's fine. If it comes up again, we'll make some more of them. Just made like 50 rolls and they're all like this. It's fine. Whatever. Okay. Here. I think the way that we make this solve most simply is to say if something's 2 or 3, we can treat it as a 2+ region for some of our rules. And I think that'll just instantly solve this. Yeah, that's solved a whole lot of cells. And we can also say that it's an X plus 1 or less region. That also solved a billion things. And we can do the same thing for these ones. An X plus 2 or less region and an X or more region. This one. And this one. And this one. Okay. I don't think we need to know that a region has 0 or more bombs in it ever. That seems like it will never have any value whatsoever. Here, what do we say about this? Why is this not helping us? I think what we're observing here is that this is X and this is X plus 1, which forces a bomb into here. Which I don't think we care about that. Didn't I already make this rule though? Didn't I already have Y plus if this is X plus Y? No, I didn't have this rule already. Right. So we know basically that this is forcing 1 or more bombs into this region, which solved okay. I'm gonna start ending up on puzzles that are just a gargantuan mess because I have a bunch of rules that are kind of making redundant information now and I haven't chosen to hide them. Like this rule, I've added this rule. It is redundant information though, so I want to hide it so I don't have to look at it. I'm happy to have it. I just don't want to see it all the time. Okay. Similar thing here. I don't care about this. So what I want to say here is that if this is X or less, but this is x plus y, I don't need to see the rule. Why doesn't that work? Oh, sorry, x plus y or less. Why doesn't that work? Weird. Actually, don't know why that doesn't work. Oh, it works if it's x. Strange. Oh, that kind of makes sense now, though. So what this is saying is that if we have a region of like 5, and a rule is saying that there have to be 5 plus something or fewer bombs in it, we can just hide the rule. Actually, we can just delete the rule. That is not necessary, ever. We don't need to know that. All right, cool. We have some redundancy here. We know that this is a 1 region, so we don't need to see that it's a 1 or less region. We also know that it's a 1 region, so we don't need to see that it's a 1 or more region. Sounds so much like FTL. A little bit. We know that this is a 1 region, so we don't need to see that it's a 1 or 3 region. A tremendous amount of redundant information, huh? We know that this is a 0 or 1 region. Ooh. I guess the thing I'm going to hide is the 1 or less here. Alright, now I can work out whether I can actually do the puzzle or not. I can do the puzzle. But how do I do it, like, succinctly? So the thing this puzzle's saying is that there can't be a bomb here. Because if there were a bomb here, then this would have to be clear. And this would have to be clear. If this is clear, then that forces this to be a bomb and this to be a bomb. But when this is a bomb, then this has to be clear. Which means that this doesn't have a bomb in it. That's what is being said. But what's a good rule I can build to say that? I think I want to use the 2 plus instead of the 2 or 3. Alright. Do I want every rule? Hold on. I think I'm going to use the 0 and 2 zones. And is there a way to generalize this sensibly? It doesn't matter how large this intersection is. I don't know if this generalizes well. Because say that this becomes a zone of 2. I think this would now go to 0 or 3. Oh, that was wrong. Would it go to like 0, 1, or 3? Would it go to 1 or 3? What does it go to? It goes to 1 or 3. Wait, maybe it does generalize then. But I don't think it generalizes. I still don't think it generalizes well. Wait, that generalizes? No. But this has to be one. What? There's no way that generalizes. Math is too powerful. Does this have to be 1? No. But I don't know if there's a way to change this. I think this one is deciding... This one is making a swing of 2 bombs in this region, so that's why it can be X or X plus 2. So if this were a 2, I think it would swing too many times. If it were 2, it could be... So 1 would make it -2. If it were 2, it could be -4 or -2. So actually it could maybe... Hold on. If this were 2... Could this be X or X plus 2 or X plus 4 if this were X plus 3? Nope. X plus 2? Holy shit, that works. Whoa. Okay. But I don't think we can do it again with 3. We can do it like that. That's pretty cool. That got applied almost 5,000 times. Alright. Anyway. Now I know that this is 0 or 2. And we can see that if this were a clear space, this would be forced to be a bomb. How do we say that? How do I sensibly say that? Is there a way to do it with only 2 regions, or do I have to use 3 regions? I think I have to use 3 regions, right? Because there needs to be some reason why this is having to be a clear space, and then there has to be this region over here to care about the fact that it has become a bomb. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. He's back. I'm back. What was I doing? I was gonna make some sort of rule here between these 3 regions. And what I'm saying is that that can't be a bomb, which is true. It is true. But I would like to say that a little bit more intelligently somehow. First off, I think if this is 2+, it works as well. And if this is 2 or less, does it work? No. Fuck. Oh, I see why. That actually has to be or 2. Damn. That feels like it makes the rule generalize a lot worse. Doesn't matter the size of this region, or that one. Or that one. Does it matter that... There's no overlap here? I feel like it does, actually. We can check. Oh, it doesn't. Okay. We can say... We can call this 1 or less. That's a thing I can do. I can say this region is X and this region is X plus 1 or more. I can say I think that this is Y or less and this is Y plus 1 or less. I don't think I can generalize it more than that. Can it be 0 or more? No. Apparently not. This has to be 1. This has to be 0. Okay. I could make the same rule for this. It's just exactly the same thing. I could make the same rule for this. No, I can't make the same rule for make the same rule for this. And for... Apparently I can't. Alright. Will it do? So the 67 months. You feel like you buy this game and give up halfway through like with Baba. I think that's normal. I think that's pretty normal. Okay. So I think the right way to generalize this. What this is saying is, since this can be 2 or 3, but there's only room for 2 bombs in there, then there can't be a bomb here or out here. That's our solution. But I think we actually want to use like every other region that we're not seeing instead of the regions that are on the board. And I say... If this is X and that's Y or less, and this is X plus Y or more, then that can't be a bomb. We don't care about the size of these. We don't care about the size of this. We definitely care that this doesn't have its own regions. Do we care about these? We don't care about that. Do we care that these don't share anything? No. So this would be our rule for understanding this situation. And then this can be written some other ways too. I think we can say that instead of X plus Y plus. I think we can say X or less instead. I think we can say... I think we can have X and Y. And then I think we can go back to X plus Y plus and make that, and make X or less. I only just actually solved the puzzle apparently. Or maybe that was a different puzzle I just solved. Maybe I solved a different puzzle without realizing. I think I've made every iteration of that I want to make. I have every type of X plus Y plus. In X plus Y's, I have all 3 types as well. Alright. Okay. We do not need to see that this is 1 or 4. Huh. Is this a different puzzle now? This is a different puzzle now. So the thing we are observing in this puzzle is that this can't be a bomb. If this were a bomb, this would have to be clear, which would mean we'd have to get 2 bombs in here, and we'd have to get 2 bombs or more into here. And then this has 2 bombs, which it isn't allowed to have. So this has to be a clear space. How do I make a rule that is useful for observing that? 2 puzzles that are not this puzzle. I think I don't know. I have no idea, actually. This is 4 plus this region. It's not 4 plus. Why isn't it 4 plus? There could be 1 here, 1, 1. So it's 3 plus, actually. That feels a whole lot less useful than the 2 regions of 2 plus. I'm not gonna easily restrict that to... The problem is this cell's taking away a bomb from each region. Funky and tanky. Oh, I understand the solution to the puzzle, Lonnie. I'm trying to work out how I can make a rule that is useful to other puzzles that isn't incredibly specific to this one. Maybe it's just a matter of having more variables and I actually want to make a rule that looks at 4 regions here. This might be the first time that I actually make a rule that looks at 4 regions. Because it... I think because we're caring about a cell that has 3 regions attached to it, that might mean that I just have to use 3 regions. Does that make sense? I don't know. Albazap. So this is the rule that I have. That just doesn't seem like a useful rule, though. I could say that and this. That's kind of the best I can get in terms of generalizing this. Doesn't feel that good. This might be a situation where I need more variables unlocked to really generalize it in a good way. Still got used 30 times, but feels like not that many times. Alright, let's look at these now. If something is not 0, alright, well, if it's not... Oh, that doesn't work. I guess if it's not 0, then it's 1 plus. That's what we can actually say. And I actually can't generalize that more than that, I don't believe. That solved 1100 squares anyway. If a cell is not 1... Alright, this one I can generalize a bit. If it's not x plus 1... I think I already did this, didn't I? And this has to be x or less. That solved 5,000 squares. Hot damn. If something is 1 or more, but it's not 1. If something is not x, and it's x or more, then it has to be x plus 1 or more. Some redundancies here that we can get rid of. Which a neat idea of a game, isn't it? It's very good. I have almost hidden everything. Okay, so our observation here is there aren't enough cells to get from this to that. So if x plus y but then this is x plus y plus 1, then I think what we're saying is that this has to be x plus y. And we can make a lot of rules like this now, kind of similar to how I made a lot of rules for these earlier. We could say... We could even say for this one, I believe if this were x... Fuck. Which way does it go? I think we could say this has to be x plus y plus 1 if that was that. Nope, I was wrong. Oh yeah, it can't be. It can't be more than x plus y ever. Oh, is it... I'm confused. I'm confused. So this roll works, but... Hey Lizzle, hey Dunkopotamus. There's a degree of freedom here that doesn't need to be there. I'm pretty sure. But I'm not sure how to get rid of it. If I said this was y plus 1, would it still work? But doesn't it just go the wrong way? Like, couldn't it just be that? No, it actually couldn't. Okay, okay, that's how I get rid of the degree of freedom. Let's go back to this rule and edit it. We can call that y plus 1 or less. And we can also do it the other direction. We can have this be y. And we can have this be x plus 1 or less, I think. Okay, cool. So we did some stuff with that. Okay, back to base case, and we're looking at this now. And we can say, for this one, that this can be y plus 2 or less. We can say that this can be x plus 2 or less. I think we can also say it can be x plus 2 and x plus 1. Huh. For whatever reason, those aren't working. I think maybe the y is already actually capturing this degree of freedom. Isn't it? I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is. I think that's why. I think I'm not actually creating any new information beyond what I already had. All right, we can delete these. Because I actually already captured that with... Wait, why does this work sometimes? Then I'm confused. Maybe because it's x or less in general? What if I made this rule and called this x or less? Just very simply. Worked a few times. What if it was x plus 1 or less? Oh, that actually breaks. Y plus 1 or less. Also worked a few times. Okay. So those are like kind of usable rules. It's interesting that these last few have created new info, but the rules above are applying differently. What does the left slider on the robot screen do exactly? It changes how many regions the robots will look at. Because in theory, you could infinite loop, in which case one might never complete. I don't know what's going on with the one that isn't completing, but like clearly it's doing something terribly wrong. So you probably don't want to have maximum regions as you get more and more and more rules. Ah, shit, I was making these. So now we're looking at x plus y, x plus y plus 1, x plus y plus 2, and if we have x here and y there, then this has to be x plus y. We can also say that if we have x plus 1 or less, then this has to be x plus y or x plus y plus 1. And we can say the same thing in reverse. And then I think this is the last one. If this is that, then we know that's x plus y. If it's that, we know it's x plus y or x plus y plus 2. I think we can do the same rule with that. I think we can also do this and this. I don't really, I'll be honest, I don't understand exactly what I'm telling it that it doesn't already know when I make another one of these. I don't really know what I'm doing here, but it is causing the rule to be applied. Like, when did it get applied? It was applied one time. Where? How? I don't know. I'm not sure what's happening. Anyway, back to this. If we have a region that has x in it, and we have a thing that isn't x, then we know that it has to be less than that. So if this is not x plus 1 and this is x plus 1, then this has to be x or less. Right? I don't think that generalizes more than I already have generalized it. I feel like these like not x rules don't take super long to generalize. here. We know that here's a way I could write this, which might just blow everything up. I don't care about that. I know that if this is X, then this has to be X or less. That is like the most general rule. I feel like this gets applied a million times and solves no problems, and then I delete it. But let's see what it does if I make it. It was applied 70,000 times, but it actually cleared 900 cells. Huh. Maybe I keep it then. Let's look at our one or less stand-ins for this. And say that this can't be a bomb because that will kill all of the ability for this to have bombs in it. Do the later levels become 3D? Some of them get kind of wild. Some of them get a little bit wild. I've made a very similar rule to this one before. I don't quite know why this one's different, but it is somehow. Alright. I guess we know if this is 1 and that's not 1, then... and there's no cells there. We know this is X and this is not X, then this has to have at least 1 bomb in it. Hey, Ida! Alright, well, let us continue. I don't need both of these showing. It seems pretty obvious that this can't be 3 because it would immediately run into this. How to write that? I'm really surprised that I don't already have a rule that solves that, honestly. Honestly, that surprises me. What are we saying here? We're saying that X plus Y or less is less than X plus Y plus 2? We're saying that X plus 1 or less is less than, and then that means that this has to be X plus Y. Don't care about that, don't care about that. I think that solves it. Okay. I'm kind of perturbed that I didn't already have that rule, because I thought I just went through all of those and made all of those rules. But apparently I didn't. Fair enough. That didn't solve the puzzle, though. I guess if I know that this is a multiple of 2, but I see that there can only be 1 in it, I know that it's 0. How do I generalize that? There must be a way to generalize that. If this is X plus 1 plus a multiple of 2, and this is X plus 2, then I know that this has to be X plus 1. I guess is how I generalize that. Wait, that didn't apply to the puzzle I'm solving? Oh, I see. Because I have a plus 1 on it that I don't need. Say if this is X plus 2. This also work? Yes. We haven't even seen what's past the triangle screen yet. True. Didn't I just do the logic for this? Oh, they're not in the same cell. Okay, good. Okay, good. If something's 1 or more and it's a multiple of 2 and there are only 2 cells, we know that it's 2. How does that generalize? How does that generalize? If this is x plus a multiple of 2, and this is x plus 1 or more, then this is x plus 2 plus a multiple of 2. Is there a... We can add y to this, I think. If this is x plus y, then this has to be x plus y plus 1 plus a multiple of 2. Nope, I was wrong. X plus... Why doesn't that generalize? Oh, because there are 2 cases. If this is even... Oh my god. If it's even, it doesn't apply anymore, right? If it's x plus 2 or more, then it wouldn't turn into x plus 3 plus... Could I say if this is x plus 1 plus a multiple of 2, then this has to become x plus 2 plus a multiple of 2? No. Wait, that would just actually break. That's just impossible. What was the rule I had that worked? This. I could say this and this as well. Wait, I couldn't. This doesn't work. Why not? Why does x plus 1 or more? Oh, x plus 3 or more becomes x plus 4. Would that rule do anything for me? Let's find out. It got applied twice. It did clear 8 cells. It cleared 4 cells per time it got applied. I could make another one. It will probably get applied even fewer times. This one appears to have been applied 0 times. I think there's a way to generalize this better. I wonder what it is. Well, I'm not sure it matters. If something is 1 or more, we don't need to know that it's not 0. If something is not x, but we already knew it was x plus 1 or more, we're good. All right, what's going on here? If this has 1 bomb in it, and that's not 2, then we know that that isn't a bomb. And this generalizes to if this is x, and that isn't x plus 1, then this isn't 1. Oh, but we could generalize that to if it isn't x plus y, then this isn't y. That's a more powerful rule. Yo, okay, I feel like that one was a pretty good one. I unlocked ice cream, game mode, regular, 3 region rules. I guess that means I can't make 4 region rules. Max 60 rules, no variables, max 300 rules. Those seem worse. Do you find it annoying that you can't give a variable a constraint, like saying plus y or y is even? Yeah, that would probably be nice. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm looking at here. Where's the thing? If I know something is 0 or 2, I don't need to know it's 2 or less. These are just here because they're intersections of 1s. I don't see how this could ever matter right now. Oh, that's kind of convoluted. So if this were a bomb, this wouldn't be able to be a bomb, which would mean that this still had to have 2 bombs in it, and this still had to have 1 bomb in it. But then once this has a bomb, this and this have to not be bombs, which breaks because 1, 2 can't be 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Currently writing that requires 5 regions. So I need to simplify that. I could bring back my 0 or 2 bomb region here. No, that doesn't actually do enough. I would need this region, this region, this region, this region, and this region. That's still 6 regions. How far does this rule set solve the infinite levels? We are this far in the infinite levels so far. I actually think I've done a lot of rules for this rule set over here. So I think if we could unlock these, we'd probably do pretty well in them. The infinite levels, yeah. Don't think too hard about it. Oh, I see how this one solves. Let's solve this one. You've done a terrible thing by sending me to the infinite levels. How did I not already have a rule for this, actually? Because this is 1 or less, basically. This is just the same rule that I've made a bunch of other times. It's just a slightly different iteration of it. Yeah, that got used a bit. Are infinite levels just tilings? They are tilings. I don't know about just. I see how this next step solves as well. We can't have a bomb there because there have to be 2 bombs in here. But there can only be 1 bomb in these 2 cells. Could we maybe say that this... Does this do something by itself? This just has to be 2, right? Because you can only fit 1 into there. So if this is x and this is x plus 2x, but there's only room for 1, and we can just say it's x. Oh, that solved it. Also, that rule solved 1,500 tiles. So way to go, that rule. I was not expecting it to do so well. It's another 300. Very good. Okay, this just looks like a giant mess. I don't want to deal with that. Let's go back over here. This one seemed genuinely. This one seemed genuinely hard though. I have to do some sort of work to reduce this to solving using only 4 regions. Could I prove that this can't be 3? At which point we can just call it 1 or less? That could probably help. If it were 3, later infinite levels are recursion. Say we have a bomb here, here, and here. Does it break? This has to be clear, this has to be clear, this has to be clear. That broke immediately. Because this has to be a bomb. Wait, no, this doesn't have to be clear. Oh. Wait, what's happening here? Okay, we can say that this has to be 1 or less using just this, this, and this, I think. Let's do it in the other order. This will make my brain hurt slightly less. Because... I think if this were x and this were not x plus 1, it would still work. Fuck. I was wrong. Oh, because, hold on. This would have to be x or less. Yeah. Okay, good. It doesn't matter how many of these there are. That one does matter. These two both matter, I think. Can we call these 1 or less? We can. Does this matter? Apparently. And this definitely matters. Okay. That is a rule of sorts. He's like, Buddy Trouble, thanks for the 47 months. Are all these regions useful? For this rule? Oh. The rule I constructed has been applied 41 times, so it wasn't useless. But all of the regions that were on the board were not useful, clearly, because I solved the board using, fewer than that. Alright, what is going on here? If I know something is x or x plus 1, I do not need to know that it is x plus 1, or x plus 2. I think it is true that if I know that this has to be 1, I don't care that that is 1 or less. So I can immediately see that this cannot be a bomb, because then I'd have to have 3 bombs here and would only have 1 bomb there. Also, any of these can't be a bomb for exactly the same reason. This should generalize decently, I think. That doesn't matter. What matters is that there's 1 bomb for this, and that this plus this equals the lowest number there. I can turn this into 3+ and it still works. I can say this is X and this is Y and this is X plus Y plus, and this is not X. That's a way to do it. I think if I had another variable, I could use a third variable with this one too. Applied a decent number of times. Okay. This didn't actually solve the puzzle. Let's grab our 1 or less for this. Oh god. Okay. So I think the point is that this can't be a bomb. Because if this were a bomb, can we say this has to be 2? Right now? No, I don't think so. It can be 0. Oh, it does have to be 2. Maybe that's the first thing I should say. Given that this is 3 plus, we know that this part has to be 2 plus, but I don't have that rule yet for some reason. So, if this is y plus, is x plus y plus, and that is x. That solved it, and also got applied 40,000 times. Good rule that we were missing, I guess. Can I also say the same of x minus 1? I can. It's another good rule we were missing. Factorial, it means not. The exclamation mark makes not. I just unlocked kappa. So let's go back to this one, which I thought I could do some things with. I think we can say that's k and that's k plus 1. Can I say that's k or less? Ah, yes. And then, can I say the same thing here? That's k or less, and that's k plus 1 or less? I can. My rules, they are expanding. He's saving Q. What's going on here? I know there has to be at least one bomb in here from this, and at least one bomb in here from this. If I look at the 2 plus versions of these, and the 2 or less version of that, I think that gets me to where I'm trying to go. So if this is x or less, but this is x plus 1 or more, I don't care about the size of that region. And if this is y or less, but that's y plus 1 or more, and this is... The thing I'm trying to say at the end is that has to be 0. If that's... Jesus. I don't care about the size of this region. I don't care about the size of that region. Do I care if these intersect? I think I do. I'm pretty sure that would break it. But I could say, I think, if this is k or less, that's k plus 2 or less. K plus 1 or less doesn't work, does it? Oh, it does. Oh, yeah, because that's the degree of freedom the wrong way from where I want to go. I think that might be a good rule. I think this one might happen a lot. I think I'm counting this as a lot. Yeah, this seems sweet. All right, I could also call this x plus 1 without being greater than. And I could call this y plus 1 without being greater than. Sweet. Yeah, it's starting to take my robots longer to get through all of my levels. All right, what's going on here? You know, I don't have a fucking clue. That's a lot of stuff. I think we don't need to know that something's not 2 if it's 1 or less, probably. What am I looking at? I don't think I need to see that this has 1 or more in it. That seems like a thing that does not need to be displayed to my eyes all the time. I can go looking for it if I need it later. Can I generalize this hide rule? Okay. What is 2 star? That means it's even. It's a multiple of 2. Wow. Oh, good grief. These are just being created by my rule, right? I don't think I need to look at those to solve the puzzle. So... I think it's clear that both of these have to be 2. We can say... We can observe... Where'd the 1 plus go? Shoot, it's gone. Oh no, actually this could be there and there. But if that were the case, then this would have to be here. So I think both of these have to be 2 and we can prove that. Kind of frustrating to prove it. I don't know of a fast way to prove it. That won't result in me making a billion useless regions. Like I could prove it by making this. Say if that's a 0, then this has to be 4. I can't say that? What? How does that not have to be 4? What am I missing? Oh. Oh. That has to be 4. I wonder what happens if I make that region, that rule. Let's generalize it. I think it might just kind of blow up my computer. Won't this just keep going forever? Why would this ever stop? It's actually solving quite a few puzzles though. But yeah, now I have 4,000 things to do. Can I make this a different priority? I think this unlocks the ability to set priority of rules. You don't like that it's working? I mean, it does something. How much has it done so far? 213. Well, I don't know what's happening. Did I pause it? Oh, I paused it. Okay, cool. So I can put that rule on pause to let the other rules do their thing. But then I could turn it back on again. Hey, Kirby. Yeah, that feels like it's crashing my computer. It kind of feels like it's brute forcing the game instead of actually solving the puzzles. I don't know. I guess it's solving the puzzles. Whoa! I guess I haven't even looked at this stuff. Ooh, weekly levels. All of the weekly levels are solved already, apparently. Or something. I don't know what's going on. The game crashed. Alright, well, like I said, I don't think we are going to look at that rule. Wait, isn't it already paused? I'm confused. Alright, let's delete this rule. I wish I could use it, but I guess I cannot. Also, let's the levels that I solved with that rule, let's undo having solved them. Okay. Logjam Apostle, thanks for the $50 donation to support the Dream program. Appreciate it. Uh-huh. What was that noise? I don't actually know what that noise was. Was that from the video game? Or was it from chat? I don't know. Alright, back to this puzzle, I guess. So I'm going to prove that this has to have 2 in it on account of it being impossible. Sorry, I'm going to prove the other one has 2 in it. Because there can only be 1 here between these 2. Look, because there's only 1 in here, one of these 2 has to be either there or there. Which means that one of these cells has to be a bomb. which means that this has to be 2. That's what I want to say. So we're going to make a rule that says that it's not going to be my favorite rule that I've made. It does not seem generally very widely applicable to make this observation. Okay. Wait, did that say that this region has to be 2? That means that this can't be a bomb. I guess it takes just as many regions to make that observation as it takes to make this observation. Sorry. Although maybe it's a more powerful observation to make. Let's make this observation instead. No matter the size of the region. But I think probably since this is even, like all of these are going to matter. This won't matter. The size of that won't matter, or that. Or that. It might matter that these have overlap? I don't know. And then these do matter. This is x or less. This is x plus 1. This is y or less, and this is y plus 1. This is k or less, and this is k plus 1. No? Surprised. I guess the even thing really kind of messes with it. It's like a very limited rule. It has been applied 1 time. Ah! Yeah, okay. Okay. Good rule. I can generalize it with other situations. No, I can't. It doesn't actually apply there. Okay, okay. We don't need to talk about that rule. That rule is shit. Let's move on with life. It didn't even solve the puzzle. It didn't solve the puzzle. It didn't do anything. It didn't even clear a square. Alright, let's go back to making the rule that I originally wanted to make, which is that this region has to be even here. That has to be 0. Did not expect that. And this matters? Oh. Could I maybe say... Can I maybe say that this has to be even instead of saying that it has to be 2? Wait, that's just the same thing I already said. Alright, okay. I have successfully solved the puzzle using 2 rules, which in total were applied 3 times. Fair enough. Here, we can probably say that one of these can't be a bomb. Which one? I don't know. I actually feel like they can all be bombs. If this were a bomb, then this and this could be bombs, which solves it. If this were a bomb, you could do... Oh, yeah, that breaks. Okay, fair enough. Salicus. So, if we look at this, this, and this, we can say that that one can't be a bomb. Does it matter the size of the region? I think it actually does. It has to be exactly 1. This is another very... Okay, that region size doesn't matter. There's another very specific rule. These region sizes matter? I think they do. I think if it's 2, it breaks. I think if it's 0, it's fine. But I think if it's 2, it breaks. Wait, 2 works. Why? Boom, boom. Okay, so these region sizes actually don't matter. Fair enough, then. But if this were 2, it would break. This has to be 1 or less. And the reason it's breaking is that we can't make this even as well. I think this would work. I called this even as well, and that maybe makes it a little bit of a more powerful rule. It never applied. Never mind then. What I was thinking though is that I can say that this 0 or 2 is just even. That's just a thing that it is. I could even say x or x plus 2 is x plus even. That one applied a bit and cleared some cells for me. I could say the same of this. That's always even. Cool. That's fine. If this is 0 or 1, what we care about is that it's less than 1, really. If it's less than 1 and this isn't 1, sorry, not 1, less than 1, then I guess it will have to be 0, won't it? How does this generalize? If this isn't x and this is, sorry, if this isn't x plus 1 and this is x plus 1 or less, then this has to be x or less, is how that generalizes. Just wondering if I can use y here. I don't think so, because there's only 1 degree of freedom there. I don't know. Maybe I could have. 2 more puzzles. 2 more puzzles to go. If I know this is 0 or 2, I don't need to know that it's even. Since I know that this has 1 in it, and I know that that's even, I know that this has 1 in it. I can generalize this, though. I can say, if this is x plus 1 plus an even amount, and this is x plus an even amount, then this has to have 1 or more bombs in it. Actually, I could say this has to have 1 plus an even amount of bombs in it. That's slightly more specific. Is this math? Always has been. Always has been. 1 more puzzle to get done with the top row of hexagons. Oh. Okay. Oh. Eh? What is it? What? Let's use the 3 or less version of that region. I feel like that'll be fine. Should we try to prove that this can't be 3? If this were 3, where'd my color palette go? If this were 3, I'm pretty sure it will break. This has to be empty, this has to be empty, which forces that to be a bomb and that to be a bomb, which broke already. So I know that this has to be 1 or less, and I think I can show that without using too many regions. We can show that using this region, this region, this region, and this region. Which is maybe a lot of regions. We can call this one 2 or more. Do I actually need all of these regions? I guess I do. Okay. I don't know if I can generalize this. I could say if this is x or less and this is x plus 2 or more. This game is mind-breaking. It certainly is. Okay, that didn't solve the puzzle. Well, now I know that this can't be a bomb, and that's pretty easy to show, because if this were a bomb, let me show you again. If this were a bomb right now, then this would have to be empty, and this would have to be empty, this would have to be empty, this would have to be empty. That would force these two to be bombs, and then this breaks. That has to be an even number of bombs, but it's odd. So that's another 4 region rule, I am pretty sure. Unfortunately. But it does work. It matters that there's 0 there, and it matters that there's 1 there. Alright, and the problem is that this plus this is not more than this, I think. I'm not sure, actually, because this is even. I don't think that this would work. Yeah. So I can say this and that. That's maybe all I can do. I'm gonna call this 1 or less instead of 1. Because it works that way. And I can make a general rule here. This might be a good rule. I don't know if this will be good or not. I can say that if a region is X, then it's also X or less. Which doesn't really impart any new information, but it turns on a lot of rules that I've made that were failing to be applied before. You know, also now, like, I have a lot of rules that just are worthless now, because I tried to double dip and make a rule for if it's X and a rule for if it's X or less, but, like, why? You can just say that whenever it's X, it's also X or less. You removed this rule because it broke your PC? Nice. Boom. Look at that. That's pretty cool. All right, let's finish the top row of squares too, maybe. Going hard here. So can't we just say the same thing that we said before, that this has to be... Didn't I already make this rule? Did I not? If this is x and this is y, then this has to be x plus y or less? Wait, what is that? I don't care what that says. Oh, does this break my PC? This probably breaks my PC. Pause, 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 pause. Let's not, that's not a good roll. Whoops. Okay. Wait, what just happened? Ooh, we have unlocked colors. Yay! Wait, did I like solve levels with that rule or something? When did I unlock colors? I don't know. Anyway, what was I trying to say? You know, one thing I could say about this is that this has to be 3 or 5. I can say that if this is x plus an even amount and this region is x plus 2 or less, I can say that. Yo! That rule was so much better than it had any right to be. I can say a similar thing. Wait, actually I can say, for this rule it doesn't have to be x plus 2, it can be x plus 3 or less. Which is even better. And I can say a similar thing for that, which is also doing a lot of damage. This has been applied tens of thousands of times. And sometimes it's even clearing a cell. All right, what's this? If a region's 0, 1, or 2... Well, which one do I want to clear, actually? Ooh, I got a new thing. Yeah, we unlocked this stuff in Infinites, and we actually got every single one of those immediately. So I've done a good job with the rules for this type of puzzle. I can't see what these types of puzzles are because I solved them all already. Oh, shit. The fuck is that? Oh my god, you can just keep going forever? Oh no! Oh no! Okay. I don't know which of these I want to hide. I think probably I want to hide that one. Like, this is the one with more information, right? Okay, what am I actually saying? Well, if this is 0 or 2 and that's 0 or 2, then this can't be a bomb. That's what I'm actually saying. Did we have these as 2 stars? Not more useful to make this rule about 2 stars? Feels like it would be more useful this way. We know that this has to be an even number. I can now prioritize rules. Give them less or more priority. Excellent stuff. What's left to unlock? We get another variable very soon. Oh my gosh. It's ticking. It's ticking. It's cooking. Look at it go. We're still going. Go, my robots. Yes. Oh my god, they're getting faster. You can do it. Wait, they stopped. What the fuck? Why would you stop? Okay. If this isn't 1, and this isn't 1, I can prove this can't be 0 relatively easily, right? If I look at the 2+ version of this, it seems like the right one to look at. If that can't be 1, but there have to be 2 or more, it would put 1 bomb in there when you put the 2 over here. If this was 0. Let me put that in paint. So if this was 0, which is not 1, so that would work, but this has to be 2+, so it would have a bomb here and a bomb here, and now this is 1, which it can't be. So that is what I'm going to observe. I don't know if I have a great way to generalize this. I'm just saying that this has to be 2 or more. I think I can say if this is x or less and this is x plus 1 or more. It seems important that these 2 are the same, but I'm not sure it's important that they are 1. Fuck. I actually thought that was gonna work. Damn. That might be all the generalization I can do then. That didn't apply anything to even the puzzle I'm currently solving, so I guess I made the rule wrong. Why didn't that apply anything? Is this meant to be x plus 2 plus? Oop. Why didn't that work? The fuck? Let's just make the most general thing I possibly can here. Why does calling this x and calling that x plus 1 or more break it? Oh, I think I ended up with this as 0 accidentally. Is this 1 or less? It's 1 or less. Okay. Okay. I guess if something is not 1 and there are 2 squares, we could say that it's even. We've unlocked pi! I am genuinely surprised that didn't solve the puzzle. This should solve, because... Okay, maybe this solves it. 2 plus even is itself even. I'm pretty sure that will solve it. Yeah, because we have logic about how even works. I don't know if there's something I can do that's better than this. Those rules are being applied but not doing much. I don't know. We unlocked pi in our square game. We did. We did indeed. Okay. Well, that isn't 0, 2, or 4 if it's in... Oh, these are the visible rules. Okay. How are we not, like, doing better than this with the rules that we have already? I am really surprised that we don't have this rule. If this is 1, that has to be 1 or less. We can say x, y or less, x plus y or less. This has seen some play. I'm curious. Can I say that's k or less and this is x plus k? No. Worth a try. What does that mean? This could be 3. That would all be fine. This could be 1. That would all be fine. If this is 1, then this ends up being 2. So that's the observation I'm making. Oh God. So that can't be a bomb. Doesn't matter the size. This has to be less than 2. But it could be 1 or 0. That does matter. This... doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. Could I say... this has to be x or less, and this is x plus 1 or less? Didn't think so. Can I say this isn't x? Fuck. I thought I could. Thought I could say it wasn't x. Python Prime. Currently financially encumbered. Is there somebody you can send your thoughts and prayers to for the dream program? Yeah, you just did. Thank you. Good job. Is there any further observation I can make? I could say that this was x or x plus 2, and this was not x plus 1? Why can I say that? But it doesn't work if like x is 0 or something. Could I say this was x plus like that? Oh, I could. Yo, I'm kind of surprised. This has to be 2 or less y? Why does that have to be 2 or less? It's so... So that I can't get to x plus 3. Why? This is it. This is the last one. Wait, this is so easy. How can this be the last one? How do I not have this rule yet is actually the question. That's wild. How could I possibly not have this rule already? Wait, I trashed that? I don't think I should be trashing that. Oh, I see why I trashed it. That, no. Hold on. Nope. All right. I genuinely don't understand how this doesn't already solve with something that I've already done. It seems kind of impossible to believe. So the point is, if this plus this we can have this be plus 2. Then this would have to be x plus y? And we can have this be that, and this be that. Solved it. We're gonna have that, and... Nope. That. Is this numbers the roguelike? Sort of. We're through the top row of hexagons, the top row of squares. Should we look at the top row of triangles? I feel like this might get kind of scary. We'll give it a go, though. What does that say? This says... there are 4 bombs in here. There are at maximum 6 bombs here. That means... if we put a bomb here, we're down to having 4 bombs in there, so that would work. Putting a bomb here would work. We'd go bomb, and then bomb, 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 bomb. That solves just fine. If I put a bomb here... I don't think that works. It seems just like clearly like it isn't happening. Oh, it's an odd even thing though, isn't it? Because you could try to put it here, but then you end up with an odd number of bombs and you need even. And if you don't put it there, you still end up with an odd number of bombs and you need even. So can I generalize that into an odd even statement? I can say that 4 is even. Oh God. um and I can say that 3 is odd. This short is resulting in there being a lot of segments visible that I don't want to have visible. Wait, did 4 like clear stuff? Oh, it was applied a bunch of times, but it's cleared 23 cells. So anyway, if we have an even thing here, and then we have 2 odd segments, the observation that we can make is that there has to be a bomb for the odd segments. There has to be an odd number of bombs for the odd segments. Why didn't that work? Am I wrong? There has to be an odd number of bombs there? No. Oh. Wait, what? I'm right that that has to be a bomb, right? What? It can't be a bomb. Wait. Oh. Oh, maybe I've generalized it too much and this doesn't actually solve anymore. Why? This is contained within the odd segments. There's an even segment contained within 2 odd segments. And the odd segments only have 1 cell out of the even segment? How could that ever not be a bomb? It's an even segment which intersects with an odd segment. Can I just... If we have this, we know that that's a bomb. We don't? Oh, hold on. If that's 0. Oh. 2 odd segments, which have some intersection, could end up being in aggregate an even segment or an odd segment, huh? Yes. Does that bottom one between the 2 bombs have to always be a bomb? This is the cell that has to be a bomb. Let's pause these and go back to the puzzle. So the point is, if this is a bomb, everything breaks. If this is a bomb, and this is a bomb, then that And that to get us up to 3 in each only gives us 3 total and 4. Whereas if this isn't a bomb, so if this is a bomb and this isn't a bomb, then we need... So that's why I said it was odds and evens, because it's either 3 or 5 bombs in there. Is that what I want to observe? No. I think the problem is that it's all predicated on this being a bomb. So the logic I'm using isn't actually the sensible logic to be using, maybe. Alright, so I will... Let's see how much I can generalize this instead, with knowledge that that can't be a bomb. But if there were 2 of them, it could be again. This has to be an even number of bombs. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay, it is odds and evens. Okay, hold on. Hold on. But maybe it's just saying that because... I don't think these matter. Yes! Oh, I feel so powerful right now. Okay, I feel so powerful right now. The problem is, when I apply that rule, it doesn't do a single thing. Unless I also turn on these rules. At which point it clears 3 cells for me. so still doesn't do anything. I feel like I probably... Yeah. I don't know if that's worth. I don't know if that's worth it. What I can do is I can go in here and I can make these minimum priority, and we can remember that I can turn those off at some point if I want to be able to actually look at other things. Congratulations on doing actual graduate level maths on Minesweeper. Thank you. If this is 5 or more and this is 5, how the fuck do I not have that rule yet? That seems wild. Oh, because this has 1 bomb out here. Oh, I see. Oh, okay, so this is actually kind of complicated then. I missed that this had a bomb out there. So really what this says is... Well, it says there's 4+ in here. That's an obvious thing it says. I don't have that rule made yet, apparently. Let's just make this roll. Or is this just going to fucking break everything? I think this is like the rule that I made before that broke everything. If this is y or more, and this is x, then this is x plus y or more. It's clearing cells. It's getting applied tens of thousands of times. Rules made are applied to all other puzzles. Yep. Correct. Is that going to break my PC? How are the robots doing? Oh my god, we still have 3,000 left to do. Wait, we're only a third of the way through and it already cleared 1,000 squares. And then my game crashed? Nope, still going. I bet these look real bad. Honestly, okay, that one's kind of bad. Honestly, a lot of them weren't that terrible, but that one was pretty bad. $2,200 left. Alright, I'm still not sure that I actually did anything. If we know that this is 3 or less, and that's... We know that the other thing's 2 or less. Don't I already have that? No, I don't have that either. Huh, okay. So if this is 3 or more, then this is 2 or less. And we can generalize that to if this is y or less, and that's x or more. This is x plus y. I guess that solved the puzzle. And we're making 10,000 new regions again. Well, that's ugly. I wonder what in here is worth seeing, because I don't feel like all of it is. Five Thumb Prime. Nice. It really doesn't feel like all of this is worth looking at. I wonder what is worth looking at here. I feel like if we know something's 2 or more, taking one thing out of it and saying the rest is 1 or more is not useful. So we can probably hide that, just like always. Maybe even generalize that hiding a bit more. That hid surprisingly few of these regions. Alright, if I know this is 1 or more, and I know that's 1 or more, this rule carries no information, I think. Okay. And the same in reverse here. Knowing that this is 1 or less doesn't mean anything useful when I already knew that the larger region was 1 or less. This feels like a thing I can look at now. Ketchup Goat, thanks for the 30 months. Appreciate it. Okay, the thing I don't really get here is there are so few bombs that have to be placed. This can't be a bomb. This region can't have a bomb on it. Shouldn't this get captured already? What? Oh, I didn't know. Oh, wow. Okay. So what this is saying is we can call this x and this x plus 2 or more. Actually call this x or less. I don't think it makes a difference. We can call this y and call this y plus 1 or less. Sorry, we can call it y or less and call that y plus 1 or less. And we can call this y plus k or less and call this k plus 2 or less. Then we introduce pi, I think. I think we can call this k plus pi or less and call this x plus pi or less. Fuck, that didn't work. What the fuck? Why not? Why does this work with plus 2 but not with plus 3? That actually kind of blows my mind. Do they all have to be plus pi? Is this x plus pi plus 1? Oh, is it because I had it the wrong way? K plus pi. Alright, I'm wondering if what it is this is y plus pi or less. This is k plus pi plus 1 or less. And this is x plus pi plus 1 or more. No? Fuck. Oh, there's something here that I don't understand. This can't be anything, right? No, of course not. Oh. See how all this does. It is being applied 20,000 times and clearing 100 squares. Let's make that minimum priority 2, maybe. I am, current goal, don't crash computer while streaming. Maybe we don't need 20 robots running at the same time. Alright, next up in triangles. If I know something's 2 and 4, I don't need to see that it's even, I don't think. So this one's odd. It feels like it shouldn't be odd. It feels like that would break everything. Although looking at it, maybe it doesn't. I think this can't be a bomb, because then this would make that odd. That seems like a problem. Yeah. Bring back even here. And can I say that that's even too? If something is 2, then we can say it's even. I know something's 2. I don't need to see that it's 0 or 2 though. Oh. Well, that doesn't actually prove anything. I thought this was going to be meaningful, but then it wasn't. Does this matter? Well, I think that can just be 3, so it shouldn't matter. Why did I think this worked? If this is a bomb, and we have odd in this region, specifically we have 1. That means that I have to have odd in this region, which actually breaks because that means it has to be 1 because there are only 2 squares. And then this can't be 3. So I think what I was doing actually works. Hold on. All right. Way to go, me. Visible, visible. This one, and this one mean that that can't be a bomb. Okay, cool. I mean, specifically, this has to be an even number of bombs. That doesn't matter. This should matter because that's 0 or 3. Must be 2 or less? No. Okay, it's hyper specific. Does this have to be 2? Be 2 or less, I guess. But it can't be 3. That feels very specific. It's being applied twice. I could edit it and say if this was odd, right? No, I couldn't. Weird. All right, I don't know. Done thinking about that one. Hey Severin, hey Captain Poop yet? Does my CPU, GPU ramp up a lot with this game at times? I haven't been looking, but I did have the game crash at one point. Don't need to see that. Given that this is 2 or 5, and that's 1 or 4, I can say that that has to be a bomb. As long as this is not enough to cross the gap. I guess means it has to be 1 or less. Okay. Huh. Has lower degrees of freedom than I thought it would. That didn't solve the puzzle. Well, now we know this and this, and because this time this can be 2 or less, I think. There aren't enough squares outside of this region to change it from x into x plus 3, so it can't do anything in that case. Surprised this one isn't getting a bit more play. Duplicate it and do the same sort of thing for x plus 2, I guess. The same sort of thing for x plus 2 plus 4. And the same sort of thing for even numbers? Maybe? Somehow not done anything? Cool. Ooh, if I'm getting tired, I'm gonna go to sleep. I have to wake up tomorrow and then stream. So I should go so I can stream. How ironic. Having to stop streaming so that you can stream later. Very strange. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. This game's awesome. It's also pretty cheap.